Hello. Hi. This is Kim going to read to you from the Urantia book. We have a little bit of change of scenery today because people upstairs are having a loud party. So I moved to the part of the place where the noise is lowest. So that would be here, this place. So we're going to go ahead and read here. Okay. And this is a quote from Ludwig van Beethoven to start off with. Light the Flame, Andrew Harvey. Okay, February 19th is Ludwig van Beethoven. Oh God, give me strength to be victorious over myself, so nothing may chain me to this life. Oh, guide my spirit, raise me from these dark depths, so my soul, transformed by your wisdom, may fearlessly strive upwards in fiery flight. For you alone understand and can inspire me. That's really beautiful. Beethoven, I didn't know he was a spiritual guy. He looks so ornery in that picture of him that we see a lot of times. It looks like that kind of, you know. Yeah, and I know he was deaf toward the end of his life, and yeah, give me strength over myself, to be victorious over myself, and my soul may fearlessly strive upwards in fiery flight, because you alone understand and can inspire me. That's amazing. Okay, let's read from the Urantia book. We're going to start paper 190, Urantia Appearances of Jesus. Okay, so I'm just going to read to you the introduction today, okay? All right. The resurrected Jesus now prepares to spend a short period on Urantia for the purpose of experiencing the ascending Urantia career of a mortal of the realms. Also, even though he's done with his life in the flesh, he's really not done, because he wants to experience the Urantia transition to the next level. Okay. Although this time of the Urantia life is to be spent on the world of his mortal incarnation, it will, however, be in all respects the counterpart of the experience of Satania mortals who pass through the progressive Urantia life of the 7 mansion worlds of Jerusalem. Okay. So he's doing this little 40 days of a Urantia experience with us here, with respect to the time that we spend in the Urantia world on Jerusalem. Kinda, but not really the same thing. But okay, he's God. He can do whatever. If that's, I don't think he has to do any of this stuff. He's just doing it the way he thinks is the best to show us. And I think the resurrection experience, we saw him resurrect from the dead, that's indescribably valuable. So of course, that's, otherwise, if he would have skipped being here after his resurrection and gone directly to Jerusalem, that would have been different experience for the people here. And I like the way it turned out, the way he decided to do this. So, okay. All this power which is inherent in Jesus, the endowment of life, and which enabled him to rise from the dead, is the very gift of eternal life which he bestows upon kingdom believers, and which even now makes certain their resurrection from the bonds of natural death. The mortals of the realms will arise in the morning of the resurrection with the same type of transition or Urantia body that Jesus had when he rose from the tomb on this Sunday morning. These bodies do not have circulating blood, and such beings do not partake of ordinary material food. Nevertheless, these Urantia forms are real. When the various believers saw Jesus after his resurrection, they really saw him. They were not the self-deceived victims of visions or hallucinations. Okay, even his resurrected body isn't quite the same as a body in the flesh. It was real. Abiding faith in the resurrection of Jesus was the cardinal feature of the faith of all branches of the early gospel teaching. In Jerusalem, Alexandria, Antioch, and Philadelphia, all the gospel teachers united in this implicit faith in the Master's resurrection. In viewing the prominent part which Mary Magdalene took in proclaiming the Master's resurrection, it should be recorded that Mary was the chief spokesman for the women's corps, as was Peter for the apostles. Mary was not chief of the women workers, but she was their chief teacher and public spokesman, or spokeswoman. Mary had become a woman of great circumspection, so that her boldness in speaking to a man whom she considered to be the caretaker of Joseph's garden only indicates how horrified she was to find the tomb empty. Okay. So her boldness, so she was bold because it was really Jesus that she thought was a caretaker. But she approached him because she was horrified that the tomb was empty. It was the depth and agony of her love, the fullness of her devotion, the conventional restraints of a Jewish woman's approach to a strange man. Okay, it was the depth and agony of her love, the fullness of her devotion that caused her to forget for a moment the conventional restraints of a Jewish woman's approach to a strange man. Normally, she wouldn't have done that. It wouldn't be appropriate for a Jewish woman to approach a strange man in this way, but she felt so compelled because of this empty tomb and anguishing over what happened to the body of Jesus. So, and I love that they're addressing the I don't know, the attitude of Mary Magdalene. She's a mysterious figure in the Bible, and I'm grateful that we are able to illuminate her just a little bit here. So she was a leader, a spokesman for the women's corps, and I think, I don't know, she wasn't afraid. She was the first one to go in the tomb, and Jesus spoke to her twice before he spoke to anyone else. That may be significant. I don't know. I think she's a good lady. I don't think she was a harlot or anything like that they say about her. I don't think that she was Jesus's lover either, is what some people are saying. I don't think that. But I have respect for the figure of Mary Magdalene. Okay, I'm going to let you go now. Bye.